So, hi guys, I'm Rohith, currently a software engineer at HSBC. So, let me share my screen.
So, hi everyone. Thank you for joining in for our new session of education outreach. And as we have already introduced a couple of episodes, so you must have already the idea about education outreach. In case you are not aware of, let me introduce the education outreach, an initiative started by GirlScript Foundation, where we aim to connect learners and recently students who is studying in the colleges with industry expert and professional to get the right guidance, support, career tips, and how to get into the industry. So it will help them to save their tech career. So with the same initiative, today session is very special because we will be discussing on the two core topic of tech domain, how to get into hackathon and web development, which are prominently the uh, helpful topic to talk about that will definitely help into your career, whether you are starting out or already into it. And to guide on this journey, we are inviting a very smart learner and professional who is already working in industry, Rohith Gaddam, and he is currently working as a software engineer training at HSBC. Already worked as a web development intern at ElitCeler Technology, and already a hackathon winner 2024, which was organized by HSBC. So, with his incredible experience and practical experiences coding coding competition as well as industry. So Rohit is here to share his tips, strategies, and whatever his journey ups and down challenges and all. So it will be a healthy discussion, and you can surely drop your queries in the comment section. We will address them in between as the time allow, and otherwise we will cover all the queries at the end. So let's begin the session with the lesson. Over to you, Rohit.
Yeah, thank you for the brief introduction. Hi guys, I'm Rohith. Let me present my screen to give an overview of what we're gonna discuss today. I hope my is it visible?
Yeah, yeah, it's visible.
So yeah, great. As you all know that uh, Jyoti has introduced me as an software engineer at HSBC and previously interned at HSBC via a hackathon. So yeah, hackathons are really helpful, which is like a truly special to me in case of like learning and mentoring with other students, networking with other students. So this is one of the most interesting topics which I'm gonna like discuss today. Yeah. So yeah, welcome to this amazing session. And so we learn like everyone less like everyone will say like what are hackathons, join hackathons, do this, do that. Like, let's understand why hackathons, why do we need it, what is the most importance, what's the importance of hackathon. Next, let's learn the web development essentials, because one of the importance of web development is that it's everywhere. Okay, it's everywhere in like all over the internet and all whatever you see right now, it's completely web development. And how you can build a career out of your that one particular technology or stack. And let's also discuss about the career strategies, how I uh, strategize my whole learning process and from learning to the professional journey. So yeah, why hackathon? uh, if you would ask me in 2019, which I'm in like in my first year, I would be like, why hackathon? What are these hackathons are? So hackathons are like just like a coding competition. You have to build a project, Uh, you have to build a project out of it, and in a given time, suppose suppose 8 hours hackathon. In 8 hours, you have to build a solution for a given problem statement. Let's What is the problem statement? Let's understand that uh, I want to build a cancer detection system. Now that's a problem statement. For the solution, we have to build a solution for that. How we can do it? We use AI, we use ML algorithms to find the pattern of the cancer detections. And coming to my personal experience in hackathon, is that you build network, you build a team, like a teamwork capability, a teamwork skill, which is very essential in the corporates. Now, till 12th, you might be a solo rider, you might be a solo guy who will be like, I can do everything on my own. Myself is enough. But when coming, like stepping into corporates, it's always a team, not an individual. Even if you complete whole project in a day, it doesn't matter, it comes under the team. Okay. And collaboration is one of the things which I've learned a lot. When it comes to a 8 hour hackathon or a 12-hour hackathon or 24 hours hackathon, you can't build an entire project in that stimulated time. You need people. You need people who helps you. We divide the work. We divide, like suppose me and my friend goes to a hackathon. I choose front end, my friend choose back end. That's how we go. And in the end, we club our work, collaborate our front end and back end, and that's how the collaboration work. Next is creativity. Do you think that, let's say that you have no clue what hackathon is, or you have no clue what problem statement is going to be on the day of hackathon. Now, you don't know nothing, you go like a newbie, you enter the hackathon, and that's it. It's like, where do you get that ideas, what to do, how to do the project, on which, how to design your project in a way. It's that you innovate new ideas in the process. You explore the internet. You search each and everything on Google. How to do, what to do. Are there any existing systems like that? You build, you build your creativity. You put your creativity on top of that and build a new solution. Now, not only that hackathons are not just implementation of the projects, but also the showing your creativity in the front end. Because I don't want to see the code. I don't want to see the code of the YouTube which you're viewing right now. I want to see the front end. Like, you see a good dashboard of what previous or recommended videos are there on the right, and you see my face on the big screen. That's the front end, the presentation, how you view it. Next thing is delivery and quick. So, coming to the real world situation, time is the most precious. And in hackathons, time is like money. Okay, you have to manage how to do a project. You have to manage how well you can present in the given time. Now, these skills might be overwhelming right now, but once you step into uh, actual hackathon, this becomes really easy. And hackathons give you like real world exposure. Now, what do you say that real world exposure? Now, coming to the real world exposure, I'm a software engineer. I build some projects, and hackathons are like corporate world, mini corporate projects. In whatever you do in hackathons, we do the same in corporates, but it goes in a structured way in a given timeline. And there are other different methods we follow in corporates, but not in hackathons. And there are different types of hiring hackathons around the world. And when it comes to hackathons in India, which hires through hackathon, one is HSBC hackathon, SIH, Flipkart Grid, that's one of the OG, and Hack with Infi. We have Amazon ML Challenge, Tata Crucible. There are a lot of hiring challenges in India. They only hire through hackathons. Now, even I got hired through a hackathon. First, we had hackathon in July last year, 2024, and it was 8 hour hackathon, solo hackathon. and my solution was based on web development, full stack web development, which is our current topic. And we had very less time, 8 hours. You have to build a solution, a dashboard, which where consists of around 5 lakhs data set, and you have to create a front end for it. And it was hard, it was really difficult, though we survived through that with a lot of caffeine, chocolates, and snacks. And we have other global hiring hackathons. This is one of the prestigious one. You like one of your friends might be participating in it, like JP Morgan Code for Good. So it's one of the premium, and my friends got participated, and they actually landed a job at JP Morgan. And the stipend and the package is really high. Okay, this is really good. You have to take part if you are in third year or fourth year. Now, web development essentials. So, why do I want to talk about web development? Now, the most beginning, the most beginner who would want to participate in hackathon, the one skill where he or she need to learn is the web development. It's like a foundation of software engineering where you understand the whole flow, the front end, back end, and the full stack development overall. And it's like the stepping stone into the software industry. And web development is one of the easiest stuff. And currently, you have to do a lot. Learn web development, apply AI on it. Now you see a lot of AI tools which could create a website instantly. Something like we have even ChatGPT can give us the whole code. We have Lovable who creates websites within 5 minutes given the prompt. One of the AI is everywhere, and if you integrate AI with web development, it's really great. And let's understand what is web development in the first stance. Uh, there are three parts in web development, which is HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. One of the basic and easy stuff which you can learn in around 4 to 5 days if you properly schedule it. In HTML is like a skeleton of web page. Now, let me take an example of my body. Now, my body consists of the skeletons, which give me a structure to my whole body, which are legs, skulls, ribs, and everything. And CSS. CSS are like styling. Now, whatever the buttons you see on YouTube, the overall the structuring way or the styling way, how much width it has to be, the height it has to be, it's all with CSS. And when I compared the CSS with my body, those are the clothes. Now I wear clothes for my styling. Okay, you see all type of stylings everywhere. And coming to the last one is JavaScript. Now JavaScript is the brain of the whole web systems. Now how brain is my main part, the functional part, how it coordinates with every organ, every muscle of my body, the JavaScript does the same. Now if I click a button on the YouTube, just say like pause, the styling gives you like a small play button. That's the styling. When I click the pause button, that's the JavaScript. That's a program running behind it saying that if I click this button, you have to pause, you have to stop at that keyframe. Now, there are a lot of resources you can learn from YouTube and other courses like Udemy and all. And always prefer YouTube because there's a lot of resources. And if you are opting for certification, you can go for Udemy. And once you learn these technologies, start growing top of it, add new skills on it. Now this is one my how I growed in like web development. I created a portfolio. Portfolio is nothing but a page with full of projects of mine. Now if I say that if I go to GirlScript YouTube channel, you can see all their videos. Now you could call that it's a portfolio of GirlScript where you can view all the videos which they have uploaded. Now if I want to create my portfolio, I could just create a website on my own and include all the websites, all the projects on the website, showing that these are the things I've done. Now, the next thing is using GitHub. Now, GitHub is one of the version control system, which is really essential in the real world and in the hackathons which we are using or which we are discussing right now. And if I would explain what is GitHub, it's like suppose you say now you see a new features coming up in in on your mobile phone or different websites. There'll be new updates, there'll be new stylings and all. And how are people storing all those files at one place, adding top of it new styles? So it's all comes under GitHub. So GitHub is a folder of projects which you can store it and share it with your friends when it there is a use. You can collaborate with people. Suppose how me and Jyoti are collaborating to this webinar, we both are added to a certain environment. Okay, now you and I can collaborate into one environment and create a project out of it. Okay, and GitHub is really easy. You can learn it in a day. It's really simple and contributing to open source. And in my second and third year, I was part of many open source programs, something like GirlScript Summer of Code. So I registered for GirlScript Summer of Code. I contributed to one of the projects, and then there are other uh, open source events, other open source programs, something like MLH. So MLH is one of the premium community you can join. There are a lot of sessions going on, and it really helps you a lot. And the best thing about open source is you meet a lot of people. You get a chance to work with the high complex code, like real world code, and you can make changes out of it. You can see what are the code written in that, what are the algorithm, how the code is written, how clean is that. So it's really good to have an open source contributions, open source exposure right now. And the career strategies which I have followed. Now, let me tell you that. Let me tell you my journey from first year. I was just like you, listening all the sessions on YouTube on how to build my career, how to get the 48 lakhs like 48 lakhs package in Google, Microsoft, and all. And I keep on searching, searching, searching. I get in the tutorial loop. Okay, now it's like I have a lot of resources, but I don't know which one to choose. What's the right thing to choose? And I get in the dilemma whether do I should I choose this tutorial or should I choose that tutorial. And I just enrolled in one of the open source program. It's by MLH itself. They ran a boot camp of web development and everything. I just enrolled it. I didn't go for any tutorial. I just enrolled it. They taught me. It was a 60-day challenge. Each day you have to learn new thing. You have to build something. And one thing which I've learned from that program is that you don't need a tutorial to do something. You just have to start working on that project, learn new things on that only, experiment. If you fail, search it on Google, you get a new solution, apply to it. And that's how I learned the most of the technologies like React, Django, and Next.js, which is my primary tech stack. And yeah, so next thing is in my second year, I participated in hackathons, and yeah, I failed in a lot of hackathons. I lost in a lot of hackathons, and I won in a lot of hackathons too. It was both hiring and non-hiring hackathons. In in my third year, I've landed around like 2 to 3 internships via a hackathon, and I've done my freelancing. So all this via web development because it's one of the most common language and everybody needs it. And one thing is, yeah, you need a good exposure on LinkedIn. Now, whatever the projects you are done, who knows that you are doing it? Does your hiring, like, does any company hiring manager knows that this guy is doing this or this guy is interested in that? Or will the person approach you that, hey, you're good at this skills, can I hire you? How will you do that? You need to have an exposure. Now LinkedIn is one of the great place where you can showcase your projects, where you can showcase your skills, your daily routine, post random things. It doesn't matter, it's need to be a technical professional thing. It's okay, just post random thing. Say that I've ate a panipuri, then post it. It's really simple. You need to maintain the consistency of posting yourself, ex, like exposing yourself on the real world. Okay. Now, yeah, same. Select projects demonstrating problem solving skills, full stack and impact, like impress recruiters effectively. Now, if I like when I went to for an interview, like people ask me for projects. What projects have you done? I would say that I've done full stack project. I've done AI projects, and they asked me to show it. Now, where can I show it? I can show it either in my portfolio website, or if they ask me to show the code, I can show them on GitHub. Okay, and next thing is star method. It's one of the most common things which we are facing, and like to solve any problem on interviews. It's like situation, task, action, result. So whenever a person asks you some question, uh, answer them with a situation, something like why did you choose this project? Let's say that uh, my project was like data analysis project. As like when a company wants to understand how much growth it went, they need some dashboard to visualize how the progress from this year to this year. Now what I've done is I've done the Power BI dashboards which integrated pre-processing with Python, and showing the action, like what I've done, and how the process have been done, and showing the end result, which is the whole dashboard of the whole company growth rate. Now start answering every question like a story. Build a story out of it. You don't have to say that how did you build this dashboard? I used Python, SQL, and Power BI technologies. Yeah, to build a dashboard you need the technologies. That's the main thing, right? But what recruiters want unique about it is create a story. You say that for pre-processing I used Python, to store the data I've used SQL. Now it's like you understand the technology, how to use it, rather than what technologies to be used. Okay. Now this is one of the uh, great tip which I can give you. And next thing is interview hack for success. Like you can go to HackerRank, you can go to CodeChef, LeetCode, start practicing like at least one problem a day. You don't have to be a OG or geek. Learn how a problem needs to be solved. Learn new techniques. Like there are a lot of techniques in problem solving coding in like in HackerRank, LeetCode. People use like two pointers to solve some pattern questions, and there are different methods you can go through, and start learning data structures and algorithms too, because that's the main backbone of the interviews. They ask you questions on DSAs. Okay. And this funny career mistakes to avoid is like you don't have to be totally involved in projects like 24 hours you have to do projects. Like create a stipulated time period, like uh, give good projects, work on your own projects. Something like if you go to Google, you say React.js projects, you get the real JS projects. You can just copy paste and you get the projects, and yeah, I've done a project. Rather than go to like just roam around the world, like roam around your locality, like find some problems and get a solution out of it. Like start experimenting. You don't have to give the solution to the person. You just say like, "Chalo, I have there's a kirana store. I want to get some items, but it is not there. So I can just build a website like a kirana store inventory, where I can view if the product is there on that kirana store or not. Now that's a basic idea. I can build my own project. Say like I create some dummy data. Let's say like chips or rice, this much quantity. If I search for pudina, it's not there. Then I won't go to that kirana shop. I look for another kirana shop. So structure it. Use like do good projects, not YouTube projects. Apply AI on it. Now AI is something which is really essential right now, and you see a lot of term in Google or Instagram like vibe coding. Now people just prompt on ChatGPT, code it, just copy paste on the environment, paste it, and you get the solution. And that's how we done, and that's how the current generation is doing. Start exploring the AI, generative AI apps or agents, build on it. And yeah, like if you have any questions, you can ask me, or if you can go next.
Yeah, we have a couple of questions posted on YouTube chat.
Okay.
So, you want to answer now?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah. So, it's a question from Savita. How were you able to win HSBC hackathon?
Okay, so yeah, so there were two problem statements. One is web development, full stack web development, and another is AI. And coming to the full stack web development, the problem statement was you have to create a dashboard. And uh, the most funniest thing is I've tried almost 4 hours on the solution. It didn't work. I keep changing the code. I writing new things. I've like wrote down what steps do I need to perform. First thing is first thing what I've done is create a front end, then upload the data set into database, connect the front end and database, and do some operations. I've done it, and I've tried it for almost 4 to 5 hours. I've done the front end. It was great, and coming to the back end, that's where I got tensed. People like people are started creating their own solutions. Like, for everyone it's working and it's not working for me. I was like, chalo gaya hackathon, chalo next year dekh lenge bolke. And uh, and later I went out, just relaxed myself, listening to some songs, listening to some Ganesh songs for devotions. And one thing watched I missed is I've did not use ORMs. It's like object relation mapping. It's one of the easiest way to connect the backend and frontend in like when you want real time like dashboard integrations and all. And I've got that idea and implemented it. Still, it didn't work. I tried to change the code. I tried to change the pattern or the structure how it works. Then on the like on the final presentation, just before 1 hour, it worked. I pura hackathon. It was like a hell for me. I worked, I fell, I lost. I was like, chalo, I want to go home. Nothing gonna happen. Just like another hackathon, chalo, next year dekh lenge. But last 1 hour, it worked, and I've got the solution. I got the front and back end connection, and I got to impress uh, the jury, the hiring jury. They were from HSBC. They were like delivery leads, and like they got impressed by the front end, the way I've implemented, have the way I've mapped the front end and back end, the code structure and all. And the one thing, which really matters is the way of presentation. Now, every guy, every person in the hackathon does the solution. He does the same solution. He connect front and back end. He does the good front end stuff. But when it comes to the communication, presenting it to the jury, how it works, if you can't explain how it works, it doesn't matter how well the code is written. You have to understand the problem statement. You have to understand how to speak, how to explain it to the jury, understand why the solution, why the problem is occurring. Okay, just impress people with the communication and your presentation skills. That will lead to your success. Yeah, this was my whole back end story of my HSBC hackathon.
That was not an easy go. You have worked really hard. So, next we have, can you share an experience where a hackathon project turned into a real product or a startup?
Yeah, actually, the I was like in my third year, I founded a startup. It's called Newbie Learning, and it's an edtech startup. And we first implemented the website and whole thought process of the startup in a hackathon, and we built the project website. And I think I can show the website if it is live. I need to check with that. And it was basically for first years who want to learn coding with AI, run boot camps, and people can post all their blogs, all the code written of them on my website. And that turned into a startup, which almost it's running still now. And we are currently into like three states, which is Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. And yeah, of course, we have gone to different colleges too for workshops, like teaching how people to do web development, AI, and we also have done a session with Abdul Pari. So he's one of the OG instructor of algorithms. So yeah, that's when a hackathon turned into a real life solution and turned into a profit making startup. Yeah.
Okay, great, great achievement actually. Um, Next we have, how do I showcase my not domain related project only since I made it impactful in the other field, which is totally not related with software field.
Uh, Suppose like if you want to show the achievements which is not related to software field, or the projects which is not related to software field, you can showcase it on LinkedIn, and you can create a website. Now we have a lot of no code websites such as Bubble, Wix. Just go there, like create a website, just drag the buttons here and there, post it. You can actually insert your images or the accomplishments you have done in your life. And one more thing is Instagram. Now every person is making reels, every person is showcasing their skills on Instagram. And I do have a page on Instagram, but not related to tech, but it's related to travel. Now I love to travel. I've went to multiple trekkings, and that's one of my accomplishments for me. And I showcase it on Instagram. You like don't search for options, rather jump into it. Just go to LinkedIn, post it. Just go to Instagram, post it. If you don't know how to code, just ask AI to give a like, write a prompt that I've done these accomplishments, all this, generate a website for me with these all stylings. Katam, you have a website. Showcase yourself, talk to people, network. That's the whole thing.
Yeah, so don't overthink and just start
Yeah,
doing it.
just jump into the web.
Yeah. So, how do you decide which technologies tech to use for a new web development projects?
Uh, can you repeat again?
How do you decide which technologies tech to use for a new web development project?
You can the new technologies. You can go to Next.js. It's one of the new technology which is not very new but currently booming. And we have vibe coding. Vibe coding is a new way of coding, which is not a technology, but people use AI to do all the projects. And of course, start working on rack pipelines, LLMs, transformers, because the future is AI. And if you don't know how to use RAG, LLMs, and AI, you will fall behind. And yeah, we have to fear for the layoffs and all.
So, what tips will you give especially for hiring hackathons?
Uh, the tips is like before like getting into hiring hackathons, start involving in community learnings. Go to your college level hackathons, participate in, get a glimpse of how hackathon works, how people are building, how your next team, your neighboring team is building, how people are winning, and what's the winning project, how did they do it. Talk to people, talk to industry leaders. How do I make this project? When I was in hiring hackathon, which is HSBC hackathon, I was like, when I'm stuck, I used to ask the people around me. They gave me few ideas, which I've tried. It it may work or may not work, but try to talk with the people. Just go to people, ask for help, and I think no one should stop uh, like stop themselves in seeking help. And the one most tip is prepare yourself for the project. Okay, what you want to do, create a strategy. In what time I have to do, in 1 hour I want to do front end, in another hour I want to do a back end for testing this much time. Yeah, this was all planned one. Yeah.
What are some best practices for building scalable and secure web applications?
Scalable and web applications. Okay.
Best practices. Yeah.
Best practicing is like just contributing to open source projects, because it's already scalable those are all scalable projects. And once you check the code, like learn how they are written and how well it is maintained, because HTML, CSS, JavaScript, these three just give you a website. But when 10 people are accessing that website, the website might crash or it might be very lag. It might be very buffering. And there are other few technologies is that Kafka, Redis. So these are very small tools, small technologies which you can learn, which you can implement. Because now I have implemented Redis and I have implemented Kafka in my project, which is my startup project. And initially, before using Kafka and Redis, people like were complaining about the slow response and a lot of waiting time for them. And after I integrated those all technologies, uh, it was around 50% faster than usual buffering. And it also depends on on like where you deploy. Suppose if you're deploying in some local servers, you might face the scalability issues. Suppose like if 10 people are registering today, it might be okay. But what if thousands of people registers tomorrow? Your website cannot balance the load. In that case, we go to cloud. and cloud has multiple what we say multiple techniques and technologies and concepts such like load balancing, scalabilities. In coming to the load balancing, your website will be deployed in different servers. If one server is getting an heavy load, the other server will automatically get balanced, and it's all taken by the cloud. Now you can use AWS. AWS takes care of load balancing. And coming to the scalability, and if you want to grow more, uh, we have AWS. You can just increase the scalability up and down, and you can buy new servers, increase the database in the servers, and with the AWS. Learn cloud, experiment with different features. For student, it's 1 year free for AWS. Experiment it, and it's all about experiments. If you fail, don't try it. The same feature again. Try with a different feature. Yeah.
Mm, how to showcase in resume primarily, if you can brief on it.
Okay. How to showcase on resume?
Yeah.
Uh, there are like basically like in resume, if you are creating a project, we basically talk about the technologies what we have done there. Okay. But what we have to mention is the how we have done it and what is the problem statement and the solution for why we have done the project. Now we say the cancer detection system which we have taken in the first. Now why do we need a cancer detection system? Who are the target audience of it? And what is the business perspective of the cancer detection system? Now even uh, your hiring manager or the one who shortlisted your resume knows that how you create a cancer detection system, right? You use AI/ML, you use machine learning, you use some OpenCV technologies, and people know it. People, everyone know it. But why did you take that project? Why did you do that project? What's the use? Now you can just get a story behind it why we have done it. You say that like there are like 10 people facing problem uh, to know if they have cancer or not, and they have to wait, go to hospitals and everything. And I have created an AI where they can check the system at home, or this can be useful for the doctors for faster prediction. Now you might not have a great space on resume to include all this. Cut short it, include include the technology part too, include the business perspective and the solution and the problem statement why you have done it. And don't and also like don't go with the beginner level projects. If you're going with the beginner level projects, add some complexity on top of it, add your innovation on top of it. Yeah, that's it.
Uh, so, at the time of your third year, when you open the startup, you might have found yourself totally alone and less confident about opening up a community like that. How were you able to cope up with that?
uh, it all started with a random day. Like I have the project, I've done the technology part and everything, and I want to push it to a startup. But between startup and the technology, I have given a trial. Like, will this run? I've posted in my class group saying that, hey guys, I want to teach Python. If you are interested, please join. And I posted in my class group, and people started joining. And it's like I found out that we learn these technologies in college, but we don't actually understand why we are learning it, and we don't understand what teacher, like what the faculty says. So I started to teach them friendly, in a friend to friend manner. So what if a friend teaches you this technology, and I got the concept from that, and I've shared it to my class group, and then shared it to my like my year group, whole CSC branch group. Then I've shared it to different communities, and I'm slowly started to building into a startup and monetize it. Something like we start our first course was 9 rupees, and only the interested people have paid for it. 9 people, I mean 9 rupees wala, and we got around 250 registrations for that. And yeah, and I found difficulty in finding the mentors. Like I can teach Python, but what if I want to teach C++? And then I approached my friend, बोले कि like, bro, can you help it out? And he was like, yeah, chalo, we'll do it. बोल के. And that's how I grew my network, asking for help people, and for them too, I used to pay them. It's like 50-50 for them, around how many registrations we get. And after an year, we started a boot camp. It's for 1 year, and overall, uh, it's for whole Hyderabad. I live in Hyderabad, and we circulated to all colleges and everything. We got around 300 registrations. It was paid, and we built a small capital, and we started to monetize and grow like that. Yeah, it was difficult. It was alone, and I started to figure it out somehow. Yeah.
That's great. Uh, so, how to find hackathon team? I don't have a team, and in my college there is no coding culture. I am a BSc student at BHU.
Okay. Uh, One thing, like most of the teammates which I have found is from communities. There are a lot of community events which goes online and offline. So if you are from a city which doesn't have a much community structure, like culture, go online. Now in fourth year, I have registered for a boot camp. It's a head starter boot camp, mostly like a technology wala. And there I found teammates from South Africa, Singapore, and I found teammates from Punjab too. And I don't know like how I connected. It's totally on Discord. There are a lot of communities on Discord. Okay, and that might be to your specific city too. Join communities, showcase it on LinkedIn, ask for help. If you are on Discord, just put like I live in this XYZ city. There's a hackathon coming. If you like to collaborate, please DM me. People will actually DM you. Okay, it's like if I text people, I might be like center of attraction, or people might call me like differently. No, in this technology world, if you are asking for help, people will help you. And in Discord, there's a really healthy culture. Ask for help. If you are having a hackathon, ask for a teammate. If you are having a problem solving a late code question, say that this is the algorithm I've used. Please help me how to figure it out. They'll explain you. This is how you build a network out of it, and this is how you find teammates. Yeah.
Okay, so this will be our last question. Since now there is a lot of competition while applying to companies, even for hiring hackathon, having DS around, most of the people are able to submit all test cases, but the competition is really high.
Yeah. I mean, for the freshers, it's really high, and
So how
I've
to
talked to
increase
my
the
C.
chance?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Actually, I've
how
talked.
to
It's okay.
increase
It's okay.
the chances to get selected for beyond DSA round? I'm just completing the question. Sorry to interrupt. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. So I asked the same question to my senior. Like in my company. He was like, people know to write code. People know like how to write code and all, but they don't know how to solve a code. And if you want me to tell how to pass a DSA round, what one is like problem solving skills you need to have, and ask for help. I've been stressing this word a lot because I always seeking for help for everyone. Like I go to random people, ask what they do, what they work on, and participate in like international events. Also, see like in city wise, India wise, you know the culture how we code. We know the culture how we do, and we if we are participating in like international, their way of thinking is different. Okay, the way we think might be different and their way of thinking is different, and you can apply their way of thinking in our current interviews. And there's like if you are applying for a company and if you don't have any experience such like internship experience or any such experience, uh, you might always be a second option for them. Okay, so if you're going through a campus placement and you got passed through the final round and the interviewer has to choose you and your friend, and the other person is having some internship experience, who would he choose? The one who is having internship experience. Why? He's already been into the corporate culture, how to handle the pressure, collaborate, and everything. Even if you don't get chance of if you also don't get chance of having an internship, go to LinkedIn. There's a search bar. Search for founders. Give a keyword like founder. You get all the startup founders. They are building new projects or new startups. Text them, cold message them. This is my technology. I want to work on the startup. Bole ki. And they might give you an internship opportunity too. It might not always be like paid internship, but some can be done for experience. Now, before landing my paid internship, I've done two unpaid internships. It just gave me an exposure. That's it. I need an exposure. And yeah, you need an experience for freshers because it's always hard for freshers. For experienced people, there are a lot of opportunities out there. There's all one way or the other, they'll get one or the other job. But for the fresher, we need uh, some experience, real world experience. Yeah,
Yeah. So I think she keep on constraining that all the brands hackathon, and I think the competition will be there. So there is no shortcut. You have to work hard and submit.
yeah. Think creatively. You can ask for help
Yes.
and ChatGPT, use AI. Because more like you don't have to work hard, you have to work smart. Okay, be smart person rather than hard person. Because always you see around you, you or your friends, the smart people always win. And find new creative ways in achieving the problem.
To-
Yeah,
Yeah, to catch the eyes of the recruiter. And yeah,
yeah,
that's the best advice for the LinkedIn, because you may think that people are not noticing you, but they are if you're
they are.
doing something creative. Yeah. So yeah, that's
And
it.
who knows?
That's all the questions. Yeah, please, please.
Yeah, and also like who knows that a like international person can ask you for an internship, can join you.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
yeah,
The
so
competition will always be high, and we are in India. Lack of students are there. So yeah,
yeah, and always every person is opting for CSC. Everyone
yes,
is going under like software. A lot of
software.
competition.
Yes.
And also, like, I've placed my socials QR. You can join me on LinkedIn and Instagram. Yeah, you can talk to me of anything. If you have any questions, you can damn me.
Okay, Rohit. So thank you for joining in. It was a great. Anything you want to add on further?
Uh,
That's it from your side.
yeah, that's it. The one thing I keep stressing out is network with the people, talk to people. That's it. Yeah,
Definitely. Post COVID, I think we all understand the importance of networking because the dynamic has really changed. So yeah, this is a by default
yeah.
criteria that networking should be there. So yeah, thank you so much, Rohit, for joining it. It was a great session, and I just want to appreciate you, like how you explain things. It's really, yeah, I somehow wanted like a teacher like you who could explain the concept like this. It would be a lot easier. So yeah, that's a great kudos to you for such an understanding and interactive way to teach students. So yeah, thank you for joining and take out
Thank
time
you.
and hoping the best, uh, all success to you and your career growth. And thank you everyone for joining us the session and hope it was helpful. You can definitely connect with Rohit over the LinkedIn, and if you have any further query, you can ask him there. So yeah, thank you so.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
hosting
you,
me.
Rohit.
It was really
Thank you,
great.
Rohit.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you. You can drop. Yeah.